after a little bit of technical difficulties, we're finally back for SeaBATTLE 3? Three? What was the theme?
Uh,
The
it was Halloween. It's spooky.
It's the Halloween
it's
theme.
spooky
Yeah,
season.
it's spooky season. Spooky season. Yeah. Do you know what the full name was? Like something Boogaloo?
I mean, I think it's is it written
I feel
Halloween Jamboree.
there. Oh, well,
I am so good at this.
we are amazing at this. It's okay. I think we're a little behind schedule, so I think we're trying to just get into the games, but
all the players are in the room, and I think we should be getting going in just a bit. But
yes.
You want to introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, hi. My name's Rice.
And I'm Kronos. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. We have, I believe, Adult Swim versus 52 gals in a trench coat.
So Adult Swim, that is an established team, and I am curious to see how things are going to go with that.
Yeah, being a more established team, like, you know, mostly at LANs, especially locals, it's always a pickup. It's always, you know, people who aren't super familiar playing with each other. But if you're an established team, you know how each other play. So just being in that LAN environment might help boost maybe like motivation, maybe increase the play.
Yeah. I mean, you also just know how to play around each other already. You don't have to like within a month gotta like know, oh, this is what I need to do to play with these people. It's just like, okay, I'm good. I already know these guys.
For sure. And then I think the other team, 52 gals in a trench coat. Why is the 52 gal in a trench coat?
I'm just saying, if I see 52 gals on the 8-player game, I'm very concerned.
Yeah, you know, maybe a little too many people in game. I think we're about to get into a game.
You see the players starting to ready up.
Yes, so we should be in a game within seconds now.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I mean, I'm sure they have top strategy. They have had time to cook, and they're ready to cook on the battlefield.
Speaking of strategy, map list. I don't think that's the correct map list, but we are starting on Brine Water Clam Blitz. Kronos, what are your thoughts?
It's certainly a map mode of all time. I mean, Charger is going to be good here. I could see, like, honestly, things other than Pencil. Like, just any Charger is just super strong and impressive on this map.
I mean, we were scrimming this map earlier when we were practicing, and we ran into an E-Leader player, and we're just like, what am I supposed to do when an E-Leader just shoots me, like, gets me across the map? It's like, it's looking at you, and you just can't move.
Yeah, I mean, you just, like, space just gets held so easily, and you have to have something to move them, and it's still so hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a couple seconds left. You know, what weapons do you think we'll see come out of these teams? I don't think we really saw any comps.
I'm sure we'll see some sort of shot. You gotta move the chart.
Yes, yeah. Something with like Trizuka. You know, Zuka, haha, funny. Ooh, we do see a pencil.
Yeah, pencil and a shot right there. No Charger from the other team though.
Yeah, we can see a Nautilus actually coming from the other team. They're gonna play more as their anchor, but you know, shots on both sides. A Tetra actually on this map, I think will be very strong. Just to go in for those flanks, get in, let their teammates push up.
And we see the shot over here on the right side, just farming up Zuka for Adult Swim. They are just gonna hold it for right now, but we do see the Tetra also just Sharky on the sponge, waiting for the cooler, and probably gonna go in just a second.
Yeah, but this roller on the side, being such a menace, gets a trade. 2 down on the side. I believe that's Adult Swim. This is 52 in a trench coat. Chance to push up. And, you know, they don't have that clan economy. They do have it, but the ball's not there yet.
The ball did fall on the left side, unfortunately, but they might still be able to get a push here. But Julie going in, getting the splashdown also. They do get 2 balls, and the shot might lit 3 balls, actually. That's a crazy beginning.
Yeah, 3 power clams in for 1 score is really strong, but this map snowballs so much with just how the clam scores are. We see this pencil in mid trying to get Tactic Cooler out. They got it out for their team, and this is going to be, I think, Adult Swim's chance to start pushing up.
And they get that one pick on the dualies early, and they might be able to get a push here. Slosher is going to go down, though, but with a trade at least.
Yeah, they get the trade with strikes, and I believe they did have tacticalers, so they're gonna be back faster. They have this elbow, but unable to really push past the Tetra, making such a distraction in mid.
Yeah, they also just like, I feel like they haven't had a chance to get too many clams. The Tetra does have the ball, however, and might just try and run in and score it.
Yeah, it does go down, but the rest of the team is still there to pick up the clam. I think they're gonna try to go for a score. Didn't get the score in, gets a jump in, but I don't think they got the other ball in either.
No, they managed. They just unfortunately, like, the jumping wasn't close enough, and there's just nothing much you can do about that.
Yeah, and you know, we still have 3 minutes left of this game. Brian Water is still very easy to score once you get that basket open. But the key thing is to get it open, and you know, we see that 52 gals in a trench, they're not letting up pressure in mid.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they've just held mid most of the game. The only time they went down was when they wiped, really.
But we do see one go down. It's a trade from each side. You know, it's a bit of the stall in mid. We call it the, you know,
It's the mid fights. It's just, you're just waiting for a pick, and both dualies go down on either side. So we're gonna see the Knot try and get one on left, but has to back out, unfortunately.
yeah, and it's just really the stalemate in mid. Like, especially for the side of adults, they have that pencil to kind of hold mid, but they're not really pushing past. You see, like, no one really on the rest of their team getting too far.
Yeah. The pencil does keep getting like taps on people, but unable to like just confirm a kill. Slosher does manage to get one on right though. He's gonna try and fight the Knot, but couldn't get it.
Yeah, the Knot slowly. Knot is such a strong weapon against a lot of these weapons, and you know, we can see how much work it's doing. The roller trying to go in, maybe just try to go in on the elbow, but just no, so many bombs stuck on that elbow.
Yeah, they're just getting bombed out, so they're just kind of stuck with these waiting for specials, seeing what they can do. Uzuka gets one, but two down on the side of his Adult Swim, and push might happen here.
Yeah, a push might happen. It's just the pencil left on the side of Adult Swim, and 52 gal in the trenches. They do have the clams. They're trying to get it to the Nautilus. Nautilus gets the ball. I think they're about to score. That's a score, but they still have 10 penalty.
Penalty's gone though now, and I mean they're still all up on the side of 52 gals in the Trenchcoat.
Yeah, they do get the score to 29. They need to get more clams into stall, and it's 2 down on the side. Just the Nautilus left, and that's gonna be the end of that push.
You're gonna swap back.
All right. All right.
But we do see Adult Swim signed up for a push here. Two people just sharking on the side of 52 gals in the Trenchcoat. Slider does go in, doesn't find anyone. 2 down already on the side of Adult Swim, unfortunately.
Yeah, Adult Swim just isn't able to get past this elbow on the side of 52 gals in the trench. But as I say that, 52 gals, they get to the other side, get to the other elbow, and they don't have to score here. They can if they want to end overtime early, but they can just try to pick the power clam left, and they can just wait out overtime.
They just have to hold mid here. One is going to drop right on the side. Well, never mind. There was a score, and I just missed it. But that is the game for 52 gals in a Trenchcoat. Game 1. That was, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see any 52 gals. I'm kind of disappointed. Well, I guess the Knot is the Trenchcoat for a 52. Is that what I'm?
Maybe.
Am I missing the point?
Maybe. I don't know about that one, but you know, I will say I was expecting at least 152, maybe, you know, but
Hey, maybe we'll see this next match. Maybe they just didn't feel it for Brian.
yeah.
To be honest, I don't know what I play on Brian. I'm also confused. So
I mean, we also kind of saw how tough it is to push in Brine Otter, right? We saw that 52 gal in a trench coat. You know, they got that first push, and they got a really big first push. But then, you know, Adult Swim had a lot of time to try to make that counter push. They just were never able to get that elbow of the side of 52 in a trench coat. And I think that's the important thing on this map mode specifically. It's that elbow where you score, because once you clear it, we saw that adults. Wow, I almost said adults 52.
You're close. Adult Swim. You got there.
But we can see that 52 in a trench coat, they were able to throw bombs, they were able to throw specials towards that elbow, especially because they had the lead. They didn't need to use these specials to really push for a opening.
Yeah, well, also I feel like 52 gals in a trench coat on defense just like they just shark. They were hidden, and so Adult Swim never got a pick, so they just never felt safe enough to push. And
Yeah.
like every time that 52 gals in a trench coat got a push off, it was just Adult Swim like getting one crazy like double kill or something somewhere.
For sure. I mean, like, let's look at this next map. Tower control on ship-shaped cargo.
I personally am a fan of TC ship shape. I know not everyone's cup of tea. Big fan. Big fan right here.
Hey, as we said, 10-second best mode is tower control.
I know not everyone will agree, but I think it cooks.
It can cook. I will say that.
It will.
It will cook.
And we're loading the game pretty quick here. Players want to get into their next match.
Yeah, the players want to get in. They want to play. And we see actually a change. We see that range blaster coming out. I believe that's from Adult Swim. And actually a dynamo roller from the side of, I believe that's 52 in a trench coat.
That is. And we are going to see if the dynamo gets early cooler. No, they're trying to go for an early fight. Once top right already, the Tetra just going, or that was the Impair going for a quick fight. The dynamo does go down. But, I mean, one down on either side. We're just going to see if there's anything major happening. Not is going to push up on, trying to get that top right section.
Yeah.
Get one on the range blaster.
For sure. And we can see the first pick goes down. That means the tower starts pushing. But the Neo Splash does go down on the side of, I believe that's 52 in a trench coat. And it's kind of just still a stalemate in mid. But we do see on the side of 52 gals, they are starting to push this tower now.
That Imperies did get two in court, just back to back. It's just gonna, they're gonna get the top left check. They have nothing to push back in with right now.
Yeah, and we see that Imperies being so aggressive, trying to push down that pencil player, gets picked out by the rest of the team, but that's a checkpoint break for their team, and the strikes come out for the tower to keep pushing.
I mean, that's a check in a lot of points this early on. And the Dynamo might just be able to hold this top left up here. One does go down on the side of Adult Swim. Range Blaster stuck in the pit, bottom left. They are going to have to back out here.
Yeah, the range does do the smart play of looking at the tower, gets a pick, but they, on the side of 52, I'm just going to call them 52, they get to the checkpoint, don't actually break the checkpoint, but the strikes just enabling the rest of their team to push back in here.
Yeah, I mean, like, 52 gals in a trench coat just have not lost any control yet. Like, they just... Oh, two do go down, though. By the dually. Does get a splashdown. Unable to get a pick, unfortunately.
I just noticed that there's two Empire dualies on both sides.
One on either side. It's lots of splashdowns in this lobby, actually.
Yeah, maybe if the not went with the splashdown kit, we would see another one. Nice pick from the range, but they get picked by the, I believe that was the strikes. This is gonna be the second checkpoint for 52 gals.
The dually does come behind. Might be able to get the pick off here. No, unfortunately gets wiped out.
Yeah, that's a wipeout, and this might be the KO for 52 in a trench coat. There's not a lot stopping the tower, and that will be game 2 for 52 gals in a trench coat.
All right, Rice. If you are Adult Swim, what are you doing here? Because what is the next map that we have to play?
I believe it's Humpback Rainmaker.
Rainmaker Humpback. What do you do for that? Pencil is going to be weaker, so, like, does Adult Swim switch off their pencil player to, like, a stick?
You know, from most pencil players I know, sometimes they like just sticking with pencil, but that's because, like, pencil's their best weapon, right? Yeah. If their pencil player is flexible, maybe even just playing NZAP instead of just to let the rest of the team push up as aggressively as they can, and they will have Cooler in a more aggressive position because they're going to be closer to them.
Yeah, I think the Zap could be a good call. I'm always a big fan of Heavy Edit. Wellstring I don't know how much people feel about that, like switching into it and how comfortable a lot of people are. But Wellstring is such a good option on Rainmaker.
Yeah, Welshing has, I think, probably the best DPS into the Rainmaker pop in the game. Maybe not
As
Nexus
as a main weapon.
as a main weapon, yeah.
But I mean, I am curious to see what they'll try and run here.
I think the thing for Adult Swim too is like it's not just the comp change, but also it kind of feels like they're playing different games. Sometimes one person's going flank, maybe one person's trying to look at tower and help the anchor, and it's not. It doesn't seem like they're really in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, they're pushing a bit separately. So I think if they can get all of them to just be together, be ready to push at once, I think we can see them turn this around.
For sure. But, you know, I think on the side of 52 and a Trenchcoat, you know, they had such a comp change that last game. Like,
They did.
they went from, I think, the Emperors probably switched to the Emperor dualies.
The Tetra went to the end parries.
Yeah, and then the Neo Splash was, I forgot who the first person who was playing, or what they were playing in the first game. But, you know, they switched almost everything except for that Nautilus.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, do they keep the Dynamo? Because like the Dynamo is, I think it's worth it. On Humpback?
Yeah, Dynamo on Humpback and on, like, it's a pretty good choice. It's such a good, it has so much elevation for the Dynamo to just swing off ledges. It can clear that window where you need to push forward.
Yeah, that it just clears top right easily, and we're getting into the game, so I guess we'll get our questions answered here in just a moment. But as we load in, let us see.
We will see. Ooh, a Sploosh-O-Matic.
Sploosh is certainly an interesting choice. And a Tri-Slosher on the side of 52 gals in the deck, in a Trenchcoat.
Yeah, and the Dynamo did switch back to that V-roll, the one with Big Bubbler, and I think, is that still the Emperors there?
I believe so. As we will see the Sploosh get one really early on. But they are going to have to fall back as they do go 2 down. But Rainmaker's getting pushed early on. We might see an early dunk within 30 seconds. Is just a strong start.
Yeah, we do see the change with that, but, you know, we're having a bit of issues right now, but Adult Swim pushing back in. I believe there's a green color. Pushing back in. The Dualies gets the trade on that roller. Good pick from the Dualie.
We also still see the double impair, which is crazy.
Yeah, the double Emperors is an interesting choice. The Adult Swim gets the pick and the Hammer goes in. Hammer doesn't get a pick yet, but such a big distraction.
Yeah. We do see the Tri-Slosher trying to go in here on the left side to try and just take some space. I do believe they have to back out, though. The Dualies gets the other Dualies, and the Tri is going to be pushing in here from Trench.
Yeah, I think... Okay, I think what's really key here is they set up that big bubbler with that roller. But the Dualies actually on the other side, on Adult Swim, gets the pick on Rain.
Yeah, that flank behind just stopped the Rainmaker so early. And, like, what are you going to do? Like, Splashdown's just going to get you killed when you're on Rainmaker. It's...
Yeah, exactly. And then also, I think what was really key was they might have, on the side of not Adult Swim, on the side of 52 and Trenchcoat, they might have set up a little too early. That big bubbler was there even before Rainmaker got to the elbow.
Yeah, I mean, that... You do have to make sure that your bubble is in a place where your Rainmaker can still get to at least first. But, like, I mean, getting it set up is still very important. And we see 52 for Adult Swim is getting some good picks here. They might be able to here try and take checkpoint as it's just the roller on check.
Yeah, we see the pencil player picks up Rainmaker. That's smart, but it's only the Sploosh having to defend them. They're doing a good job stalling for the rest of their team to jump in, but the Sploosh goes down, and it's the Dualie pushing forward.
The Dualie gets one, almost gets a second, but the range does go down already, and the Rainmaker's going to have to flank right side and to just try and avoid this try.
Yeah, the try gets the pick, and, you know, it's Oh, the hammer gets a pick with the pop.
But does go down to the try, unfortunately. But Dualies does take him out, and they might actually be able to get checked here now.
Yeah, this might be Adult Swim trying to get checkpoint. They need to get rid of this roller, but the Dualies is there to back him up, and that's one down for the side of Adult Swim.
They just, like, 52 gals in a trench coat just keep being able to shark so well that, like, Adult Swim can't get enough picks to be able to take the checkpoint.
Yeah, the roller uses the bubble just to stall that area, and then we see the Dualies flanking from behind. Dualie might get the Rainmaker, gets their friend, tries to get the Rainmaker, but the Rainmaker's going backwards.
Yeah. 52 gals in a trench coat just showing dominance right now. Like, they just this Dualie keeps being able to flank, the roller keeps being able to shark and just get one. It just trades back and forth, and like they're all in the side of 52 gals' favor.
Yeah, and there's only a minute and a half left in the game. Adult Swim hasn't even gotten to the checkpoint, but we also see that 52 in a trench coat, they haven't pushed it anywhere past the checkpoint.
Yeah, and this Dualie's on the side of Adult Swim does get the splash down in behind, and getting 2 down on the side of 52 gals in a trench coat, it might be a big deal here.
Yeah, I don't know if they saw that jump there, but the Range Blaster starts to push in, tries to get that Tri-Slosher. Tri-Slosher gets picked, but the Dualie is still behind. We see them on the map.
Yeah, the Dualies just keeps managing to be behind them all the time. And it's honestly impressive, because, like, I try and get around people, I just can't.
Dualies with the movement, too, can kind of just slide around. Well, that's Tetra with the sliding, but the Dualies can roll around past enemy lines, and I think that they're doing that a lot. That's gonna be the Rainmaker going down for the side of I believe that's Adult Swim, and they need to get this pop and the grab to continue into overtime.
You do see this roller sharking here. The Sploosh does notice him, gets one. The try is rushing up. They do have to grab Rainmaker in 1 second. They do get the grab. Wait, it's just the splash. They might be able to get checked, but do they know where it is? Oh, the splash is going to pop strikes, and that's going to be the game.
That's so unfortunate because they were so close to checkpoint 2-3 times throughout the game, but just unable to break it.
Yeah, I mean, lead was just past the checkpoint, too, so that's a very, very close game. Super unfortunate for Adult Swim, but good try and good plays from 52 gals in a trench coat.
Other way around.
Yeah.
Adult Swim, 52 in a trench coat won the set.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, Adult Swim, they did put up a really good fight. Unfortunately, it was really tough for them to push forward a lot of the time. They got stuck once they got to really, like, what we like to say as like comp players, at least on our team, is those hot zones, those hot spots, right?
Yeah.
Where you have to push forward as a team, or else you can't push an objective.
You just have to have everyone there, otherwise you're just not making it forward.
Mhm.
So,
but I do think that is
I believe that is it for us.
yes.
And we will be back soon with more SeaBATTLE 3. And I believe it's Europe next also. So I'm just gonna be heading out here. You're stuck here.
Okay, no, don't leave.
But I guess you want to say you're at first.
I mean, I'll be here
I
later.
guess, yeah,
It's okay.
okay.
You plug
You
yourself.
can find me at KronosPilot_SBL on Twitter. I'm around. I exist.
You
But
do exist.
I play 10. I'm here and there. But yeah, we will see you back in just a bit for more SeaBATTLE 3.